Haha, what up though? Today we are and will be covering the Batman Hush figure from Mafex. Let's get over with these formalities, shall we? The box looks like this. You got your window style packaging. Turn it to the side, you can see the hands in there, but let's not worry about all that. We're gonna get to that portion. Top of the box looks like this here. Side of the box, this here. Other side, this here. Back. Pretty good promotional shots, right? 3 faces. Got a little accessories here. Nice little shot. At the bottom, a whole bunch of legalese and warnings and stuff like that. Here we go. Ages 15 and up, adult collectible, not a toy. Recommended for ages 15 and up. Yes, indeed. I review figures that are for adults and adults only. Let's get to it. Enough of the packaging. We ain't come here to review the packaging. We came here to review the figure. Let's bust this bad boy open and see what he's really about. Boom! Shaka! So here he is, fresh and straight out of the packaging. It is none other than Hush. You can take a look at what he got going on. He got his trench coat, plastic, of course. I would have loved it to be cloth, but they hit us with the plastic. Got a nice little wash in the back though. As you can see, he got his pouches. He's pouched out. Got the H for Hush right here on his belt. Got the H for Hush right here on his upper chest. Pretty nice looking wraps he got going on around his face. They're also weathered. Pretty decent. Shin guards. Black pants. There's a little, I want to stop from saying skirt piece, but it's covering right here that also has a pocket full of pouches. The thing is, this is soft plastic, right? These pouches have a little give to them, right? And I'm gonna show you the back. Why? These pouches do flip up, right? All of them here in the front, these flip up, these do not. But check this out. Here in the back, look at that. You see that? That's a no-go. I ain't feeling that. I ain't feeling that. Now, I could easily super glue this back, right? But why should I? This is a figure straight and fresh out of the packaging. Already untabbed, unglued. This is supposed to be glued off. In case y'all don't know, I got problems with this figure, and I'm gonna let y'all know everything about this figure that has problems. I'm telling you, I keeps it real in my review, and I want you to understand what you're getting if you purchase this figure. I want you to understand totally why I'm not feeling this figure all the way. I'm letting you know off the rip, I'm not feeling this figure all the way. And I am a DC and Mafex fan. Anybody that knows me knows I love Mafex. We got some issues. Me and Mafex got issues with this one, and that's real talk. All right, so check it out. Looks like a really good figure, right? It's really well made, put together as it stands here in front of you. But as we deep dive into this articulation and some of the other stuff we got going on, it's not as great. But I'm gonna let you be the judge. I'm gonna just show you, and I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. All right, so check this out. Articulation. Head can look up, that's pretty good, pretty decent. Can look down, that's pretty good as well, really decent. I tell you what, let's see. You get a nice little head tilt, which I really do like, right? You get a nice head tilt for expression and things of that nature. So that's really cool. Left looks good. Obviously you can swivel the head around. As we pop this head off and I show you, right? So what we have here is this peg, right? Now, if you want, and this is concerning all Mafex, you see how it's at an angle here, this peg? If you want them to have more head tilt down or back, what you do is, or let's say back, what you do is you turn this peg around this way. And this goes for any Mafex figure now. Once you turn that peg around this way, you see how the angle is more angled backwards. He will have more head tilt backwards. So if you have a flying figure and you're not completely satisfied with the up movement, just turn that peg around and he will be able to tilt back a little further. So we pop this back on, but this figure in particular tilts back a pretty good amount, and also forward. Now he does have a neck, and his neck does rotate as well. So you got this portion and this portion of your neck movement, which is really good. All right, so look at that. What I was trying to show you was how the arms move into a T pose. But as you can see how easily they pop off. And they're not supposed to pop off this easy. No way. No way. Not that easy. Look, if I'm trying to, do something with the figure, watch this. One finger now, one finger. No way. Come on. Stop that. Look, that's unsatisfactory. I understand that, and we're going to get to that portion later. I understand that, figures in itself, especially Mafex, you're supposed to be able to take the arms off, because they are, pegged in, and you can totally take the arms off. But that easy of a drop and fumble of an arm is not supposed to happen. I'm not satisfied with that. Not by the slightest bit, am I? So I'm keeping it funky with y'all. I want y'all to know, if you get your Mafex Hush, if you ordered it, or if you plan on ordering it, understand that these arms are going to come off extremely easy. Extremely. All right. So got to be careful when you raising the arms, not to pop them off. So that. So he can lift his arms up about that far, and look, came off again. Of course, you can rotate them all the way around. You can rotate the arms straight off, right? It's just going to keep popping off during this whole review. You can't get 90 degrees in the elbow. I wish that they would have made, this is a double jointed elbow, but it's not really double, right? It's supposed to be double. It's showing double, but it's not really double. You really only get in about 90. And that right there is another strike that I don't like. I want my $100 figure to get a real double joint. Keep it honest. I know why it's not. I understand that, this is a jacket or a trench coat sleeve, but guess what? You could have made that a little bit longer. That he could have flexed up a little bit more than that. Like if I wanted to create a scene where he was taking off his wraps, right? I can't really do that because he can't touch his own face. That's a problem. We're on strike 3, right? Are y'all keeping count? Because I'm about to lose count. All right. So on his wrist does rotate, and he does have a hinge in his wrist. It's a universal hinge, so you can hinge forward, hinge back. You can turn this peg around as see fit to where you want to get his wrist in whatever type of situation you got him in, or what type of pose you want his wrist to be in. All right, he can on his upper torso. It flows really, really good. It isn't as loose as the arms where it can pop off, but you can pop it off, but it won't just pop off. So that is that's actually a good thing there. But he can, with just the upper torso flex, he can come forward that much, right? Okay, so if we would use both, and now he has also a lower abdomen, so both in conjunction with your lower and upper, he can come forward about that much there. So that's pretty good. He can come back about this much here as well, which is decent. His leg kick out to the side because this pouch is in the way. Kick out to the side about that much. His leg on the other side, because of this bottom piece, can kick out about that much. So we're talking about full splits. You're getting about that much for the full split. Forward, Comes forward about this much here, comes back about that much there. Double jointed knee. Now his shin guard does stop him from getting his boot all the way to his ass, but it does come up at a pretty decent angle there. And you do have a forward and a back movement here, and you get a slight. And when I say slight, I mean very slight. Like you can see that there is a toe hinge. You can see there's a toe hinge, but for it to actually hinge the way you want it to, like I don't know how much of a deep hinge that a lot of you out there like, but me personally, I like my hinge to hinge up a little bit further than this. Strike 4. I'm just saying. All right. Now, we're going to go over some of these accessories. And I'm not saying that you can't get this guy into some pretty nice poses, because you can. He can get down into some pretty decent poses, but a lot of the poses that I want him to get into, he can't because of either the elbow not being the way that I like it or the way I should, or that I like my figures, my $100 figures to be, or it's just, I don't know. It's losing me, man. It's losing me for real. It's bothering me. I'm sorry that I'm cracking up like this, but I really did want this figure to turn out better than what it did. Am I saying it's totally crap? No, it's not totally crap. You know what? Let's just go to the accessories. Okay, so as you can see, he does come with these set of hands. Now he does come with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 pair of hands, right? And they come attached together on something that looks like this. All right, so he comes with these here, it's open splayed hands, these gesture type of hands. He also comes with 2 trigger, these are his battering hands, where you can put the batterings in between each finger. He also comes with 2 trigger finger hands. And he comes with batterings already in his knuckles. So he's using his battering like claws. He also comes with a separate belt that has an R on it for Red Hood. He also comes with another face sculpt, which this face sculpt is a more stern look. All right. Mouth closed. The one on his head is him gritting his teeth. And he comes with a Jason Todd head. This looks pretty good. Really like this one here. This one has a really good sculpt to it. Really like the gray streak that's right there at the top. Hair done really nice. And he comes with 2 pistols, and I'll show you how these pistols look while they're in his hand. All right, so here's how the 2 pistols look while they're in his hand. It looks like they're 245s, right? They got a nice grip on them, as you can see here. I like how the grip is, the pistol grip is painted brown. Very nice. Detailing is very nice. No holes in the front, so you're not going to be able to simulate a shot being fired out unless you use some sticky tack or something like that and get creative. But that hole is closed up. But as we try to formulate him or simulate him shooting, I would like for both of his arms to come in front of him as he's looking to the side, or not both his arms to come in front of him, but one pointing out to the side like this, right? But I can't get this one totally across the chest, or guess what'll happen? His arm might pop off. What I did fail to mention in the beginning is he does have a butterfly joint. It is a slight butterfly here and butterfly movement. But get creative if you're trying to create a pose like this. This is basically simulating a running pose, and he's running forward and he's pointing his guns. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this figure is is terrible, right? It's a pretty good figure. I'm just disappointed in some of the things, like his arms falling off is easy. This is a $100 figure here, folks. And my arm's not supposed to fall off that easy. But I'm going to remedy that, and I'm gonna put just a dab. I'm going to try to put just a dab of super glue and right here on the tip and put it right there back in his arm. And hopefully that will remedy his arms popping out. But then I know, of course, I won't be able to get his arms out at all. So maybe not. Maybe that's a bad, maybe that's a bad decision to do. Because say I did want to, and I'll show you guys in the next slide, how he looks with his R on his chest, his his R on his belt, and everything like that. So he give you a good look at how that looks. All right. So here's how he looks with the Jason Todd head on. Got the R, Red Hood, Robin, R on his belt. Here's how he looks with the already made or makeshift clawed batarangs in his fist. Then one of his other hands, I put one of his other hands on. So yes, it does look good. It does look good. No denying that it doesn't, because it does. Okay, one more thing I forgot to mention that he has two two-face coins, right? And also a loose batarang. Now this is tough. It's gonna be tough to show. But here's that coin that I was talking about. Give you guys a good look at that coin. And I do believe, yeah, no. It has a head and it has a tails to the coin. So both sides are not indeed heads. It should be scratched up if it was a real, true to blue two-face coin. I will say that. One side should be scratched. So they kind of dropped the ball there on that one. But he does have a loose batarang, like I was saying before, and you can use these hands to put it in his in between his fingers. So that's how that's going to turn out to look, and you can put it into that one as well. Why does he come with a Jason Todd head? Well, in the comic book, it was a lot of twists and turns of who this Hush villain was that was giving Batman the runaround all around Gotham. He was getting some of the Batman's villains like Poison Ivy, Croc. In one illustration, it was Bane. He even got Poison Ivy to poison Superman. I mean, he was giving Batman a run for his money. But Clayface took the identity of, and he did also get Clayface, but Clayface took the identity of Jason Todd and duped Batman in the cemetery and had Batman all messed up in the head. And then Clayface revealed that it was him, Clayface, and not Jason Todd, because Batman thought Jason Todd was Hush. So that's why they incorporated the R in the Jason Todd head with this. I thought that was pretty clever, and indeed it was a good touch. All right, so now we will be going over a few size comparisons to some figures you may have or may not have, to get a better understanding of how tall this figure is in stature and how he's going to go or stand in your display. If I can get him to stand. Okay, so first off, Hush stands at 6 3/8. So we're talking almost a hair away from 6.5 even. 6 3/8. That's how tall he stands. All right, now let's play Scorpion in here. Scorpion. Sub-Zero. We got Sub-Zero from Storm Collectibles, and we also have Mafex Christopher Reeve Superman. And that is how they're scaling together. And of course, Storm scales a little bit larger. So yeah, Sub-Zero is taller, and then the Mafex Superman, Christopher Reeve Superman, is a couple of hairs taller as well. All right, now here to the left we have 2099 Spider-Man, Marvel Legends, and then to the far right, also Build-A-Figure by Marvel Legends, Strong Guy. Strong Guy, of course, is going to be taller than him. And 2099 Spider-Man, him and 2099 are almost the same height. He's just a hair taller than 2099 Spider-Man. All right, here we go. Now to the left by Storm Collectibles, we got young Mike Tyson in the building. To the right, also by Storm Collectibles, we have Ali. Now Ali and Tyson is definitely towering over this Hush figure without a shadow of a doubt. But now you have a better little comparison of how tall Storm is compared to a Mafex. All right, now here we go. From the left, also by Mafex Hush line, is Catwoman. Catwoman is shorter than Hush, and that is a good thing because this looks like this scale is looking really good, this height comparison. And then, of course, to the right, we have, pardon me, but I believe this is the best Bane in existence as far as, you know, six-figure action figure lines are concerned. I know Storm put out a Bane, but this Collect and Connect Bane is a beast. This thing is perfect to me. So yes, this does look good. Bane is scaled correctly from this Hush figure to himself. Yes, I like it. I'm digging that scale. Okay, now the figures everybody probably has been anticipating and waiting to see. Every single figure up here is from the Mafex Hush line. And here we have to the left, Hush Superman, and to the right, Hush Batman. Now this right here is a pretty good scale comparison because Supes is the tallest one, and he's supposed to be the tallest one at the comic book height of 6'4". So this is scaling pretty good, and Batman and Thomas Elliott are around the same height. Okay, so lastly, we have by Mezco, Sovereign Knight Batman, the blue edition. This scale looks pretty good. I mean, you can definitely get these into the photos. This Hush and this Batman, you can work that in there. And then by DC Multiverse, got Croc, the Killer Croc. the huge Croc Collect and Connect figure. So yeah, this looks pretty good because Croc, he is huge for sure. Okay, finally, this is it. The verdict that I'm giving this Hush figure by Mafex. I gotta give this Hush figure by Mafex a score of 6 out of 10. Very disappointed, very disappointed with the arms popping out. I'm disappointed with how the belt glue in the back already came popped off. I'm disappointed in the fact that his toe hinge don't really hinge like it's supposed to. Very disappointed about the mobility that he has in his so-called double jointed elbow. Those are the 4 strikes that just bust this figure down for me and made it 6 out of 10. Could I recommend someone to get this? That's a tough one because this figure is $100 figure. And to recommend someone pay $100 for a Hush figure, one of the most important figures in this line is the Hush figure. And to me, the most disappointing figure in this line is the Hush figure. So no, I cannot recommend it. And then the question arises, so Plastic, what do you do if, you've collected this whole line and you still have more figures that's supposed to come out for this Hush line, but you don't want me to get the Hush figure? I'm not saying I don't want you to get it. I'm saying I can't recommend you to get it. You can get whatever you want. But maybe, just maybe, Mafex may come up with, Mezco may come up with a Hush figure. Will it be better? Will it not be better? I don't know. I can't say for certain. The thing with Mezco is they may give you a single joint, but it's going to move just about the same elbow distance as you're getting with this one. This one's tough. You know what I mean? Am I going to sell this figure? No, I'm going to keep this figure and I'm going to make do with this figure. But I hope I've been helpful. I hope you enjoyed of my bumbling, my stumbling, my rambling, so on and so forth going on with this Hush Mafex review. I apologize, but I'm not as satisfied. I hope y'all out there found this review helpful. I hope that if you have this Mafex Hush figure, maybe you found it satisfactory, but it's not to my liking all the way 100%. It's been your boy, Plastic Addict. I'll see you next time on the next review. Y'all take it easy. Collect what you love what you collect. And if you're patient with yourself, keep being patient with yourself. Because if you patient yourself, even the egg can and will grow legs. It's your boy, Plastic Addict. I'm out of here. I'm a goofball. Plastic Addict out.